believing that you could do something. Even if there's no signs pointing towards you being able to become successful, even if you're failing at whatever you're trying to do over and over and over and over again, that's what it takes. Even if you believe in yourself in those times, that's what really matters, because obviously it's not hard to believe in yourself if you're doing well and you're seeing progress, but it's the times where you don't see the progress. It's the times where you don't necessarily see that you're about to be rewarded, or you're not seeing really any results in what you're doing. It is in those times where it's the most important to believe in yourself. Literally anything you want to do is possible.
In order to be successful, you have to be delusional. You've got to believe some wild shit before there's any tangible reason to actually believe it. There is no evidence that what you want is possible, but you have to be crazy enough to actually believe it. And you just can't kind of believe it. You have to believe it with all 40 trillion of your cells in your body. That is the only way to manifest it into reality. And you have to expect that people are going to call you crazy. And you are, until you actually make it happen. They don't see what you see. But if you're delusional long enough, it stops being crazy, and the universe will start to bend to your will. You need to speak it into existence as if you're placing spells out into the world, even if it sounds insane, because one day that delusion, it all becomes reality.
If you feel stuck and your manifestations have not been working, I am begging you to ignore your reality. Now, I don't mean to completely pretend that what is happening around you, the circumstances you're experiencing, aren't happening. What I actually mean is to ignore the perception that your mind is giving you about your current circumstances. Oftentimes, if we really look at the present moment, right here, right now, you're on your phone, you're watching this video, that is a given if you're seeing this. What is actually the problem? Maybe you want more money, maybe you want that promotion, maybe you want that relationship, but your mind is making you feel terrible, activating all of these negative, very bad feeling emotions just because it's creating horror stories in your mind. It's saying, if we don't get the text back, we're gonna die alone. If we don't get the money, all the bills will not be paid and we'll be homeless. But right here, right now, 99% of the time, if you ask yourself honestly, where is the problem now? It does not exist. So what you're doing when you're identifying with that negative story, that doomsday scenario that your mind is creating, is you are drawing negative experiences to reflect that as a reality to you. But it's not actually real until you identify with it. If you will let go of the mind, which is always trying to focus on survival, it's always in fear mode, and just feel good now, in the present moment, just be. That will transform your life faster than any manifestation technique.
I remember being the same dude who I would sit here and I would watch hella vlogs of just people living the life that I wanted to live. And I would be the one sitting behind my desk on YouTube, playing video games on one monitor, and the other monitor has vlogs up and streams up and stuff of people living the coolest lives ever. I was literally just like you. And now I'm in the position where I'm making videos. I have the cool car. I have the money. All that kind of stuff. It's crazy to think, but now that's me now. And I want you guys to know I am literally no different than you. I was in the same position as you not too long ago. Know that it's not far out of your reach. It's literally right there. You just gotta go get it, though.
People with delusional optimism live a better life. It's just simple as that. Whether any of those delusions pan out to anything, whether any of it materializes is besides the point. Because think about it. At any given point, someone who thinks that anything's possible, things will happen, they're happier than someone who's thinking not that. And then some might say, what's the point of fooling yourself into delusions? Well, isn't the whole point to keep fooling yourself into thinking that things are possible so that maybe some of them will happen?
I feel like every time I've wanted something so bad, it's just worked against me. I would care way too much about something specific happening, and I'd end up putting all this pressure on myself and wouldn't perform because of the nerves. Or I'd have a hyper specific idea of what something should look like, and if it didn't fit that vision exactly, then I'd just disqualify it. Sports is a really good example of this. If I'm competing in a tournament, of course I really want to win, and I could very easily get in my own head from all the extra pressure I'm placing on myself. I always thought that caring more would help because of this extra effort or intention that I would place on things. There definitely is such a thing as caring too much or trying too hard. What's helped me is definitely not caring as much, focusing on not tying my success to the outcomes themselves. I also realized that I've never accurately envisioned how any of the best things that have happened in my life would have played out. And just that alone, I feel like, is a great example of this.
Want to be really great at something, you kind of have to be out of your mind, but you also have to have an iron will.
Yeah.
You don't want to work out every day.
Yeah.
There's going to be days you just want to eat cake and sleep.
Yeah.
But if you want to get past the guy who eats cake and sleeps, you don't eat cake and you don't sleep.
In order to see any glimpses of change, it takes about 21 days. Okay, first week, no results. Second week, no results. Third week, no results. Fourth week, no results. Fifth week, a little bit of results. Sixth week, a little bit of results. Seventh week, a little bit of results. It's not really working. Let me drop it. 90 days. That's only 7 weeks. 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10, 11, 12, 13th week, bam! Oh, this works. The bigger the change you want to make, the longer it takes.
See, your problem is that you keep rushing the process. You ain't trying to be patient. Good things come to those who wait. This ain't a sprint. This is a marathon. And the more you keep worrying about the future, the more you're going to get lost in the present. You got to get up and just put one foot in front of the other, bro, and just have that blind faith. But what I will say is that we don't know when it's happening, but we know what's coming. So for that, I say keep grinding and I believe in you.
Just get up, move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful and you may not be successful, but you will be better.
Only way you ever get where you want to go, you have to take a path that's dangerous, and most people want to take the safe path. The safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation almost every time. It's hell.
How to ignore reality. Ignoring reality does one thing. It indicates to the thing that you're seeking to ignore that you don't have the internal discipline to deal with it, which then indirectly strengthens it and it weakens you, placing it above you. It's not about your capability of ignoring reality. Ignoring reality is escapism. Don't be one of those spiritual people. It's about your capability to actually be an individual that can stand in an unwanted condition of reality in an internal state independent to what is going on outside of you. So whatever you're seeking to ignore, actually immerse yourself into it until it no longer affects you, because the illusion that it presents to you is that you won't have the capability to deal with it. But I believe in you and you're more than capable enough. And then when you can stand in the face of that reality and not be swayed, you would have overcome it, meaning it will be under you and it will be something that is no longer bothering you.
Entrepreneurs are crazy. You have to be crazy to be an entrepreneur. Because you got to believe you're going to make money month end, which often you're not.
Yeah.
You got to believe you can compete with big companies, which often you can't. You got to believe you can reach all your customers, which often you won't. And you have to believe you can do so cheaply and cost effectively and make a profit, which in the early days you probably won't do. If you don't believe those four things, you're not going to succeed as an entrepreneur. So you've absolutely got to be certifiable, absolutely crazy.
You'll get rich and start to live your dream life the moment that you realize every single thing was your fault and it was all because of your mind and what you believed. And everything starts to click the moment that you take full responsibility and realize that every single thought and belief you've ever held is the reason you are where you're at today. And that also every single thought and belief has powered your reality. It's the thing that actually created every single thing around you. So if you're in a terrible environment and you're not rich and you're not where you want to be, it is because of your thoughts and it's because of your beliefs. And manifestation is not just some good thing that all of a sudden you can just manifest. No, you have been manifesting your life since you were conscious. Since you became conscious, you have controlled your reality. And it is a little scary, obviously, to think that you are the reason you are where you're at simply because a little thought that you had in your head. But the moment that you can actually become conscious about it and you take full responsibility and realize that you are not where you want to be simply because of your bad thoughts, your life completely changes. You have to know that not only you can speak things into existence, but you can control your full reality. So if you want to live the life you want to live, it's like this, all from changing your thoughts.
You're crazy until you're successful. Then you're a genius.
I've wrestled with alligators. I've tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning and put thunder in jail. You know I'm bad. I have murdered a rock. I injured a stone. And I hospitalized a brick. I'm so bad I make medicine sick. I'm so fast, man, I can run through a hurricane and don't get wet. When George Foreman meets me, he'll pay his debt. I can drown a drink of water and kill a dead tree. Wait till you see Muhammad Ali.
I will be successful because I will put in so much work that it would be unreasonable for me to fail. Volume negates luck. I will keep trying at this if it kills me. There is no plan B. It's not over until I win.
The moment you get rich is the moment that you stop taking life so seriously. And what I mean by this is the law of polarity is going to be on your side 24/7. And all that means is that any negative thing that happens in your life is going to result to something positive happening. And that's literally a law of the universe. It will happen. So you have to detach. You have to feel deserving of the life that you want to live. Because if you don't feel deserving of the life that you want, God isn't going to give it to you. Because if you need something, you beg for something, that just means you don't deserve it. And remember that your life is simply just a mirror of you and your thoughts, because every thought, every emotion you have, every action you take, everything you say is going to lead to life showing you the exact same thing, right? So stop taking life seriously because it's all just a mirror of you. So if you are internally grateful, if you are internally successful, know that you are going to get to your goals one way or another. Life is going to obey you because life is a mirror of you, right? You are everything. You are the universe, right? So you control everything that happens in your life. Stop taking this shit seriously. You're going to be fine, bro. You're going to be rich.
They don't teach you this in school, but this is a term called pronoia, so instead of paranoia, whereas you can delusionally have the mindset that everything in your life is going to work out for you. And once you start to do this, you will notice every single facet of your life become increasingly better.
Eventually, reality is going to come into contact with your decisions.
Yes.
And the more that that's put off, the less likely you are to come up with a way to avoid that reality coming into reality.
And so trying to just redefine reality and create a fantasy where you losing and you feeling bad isn't true, but it doesn't change reality. It just changes someone's perception of it for the short term, and then they have to pay reality back with interest and time. And like the check always comes due. It's just like the interest is much bigger.
Certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened for the last 50 million years of history. You have to believe that something different can happen.
One thing I learned in life, you can never bring somebody up if they don't want to go up. You can't. No matter how good you think you are, no matter how much you want to tell them, you can help them. If they don't want to go up, there's nothing you can do. 100%. But the reverse is not true. Somebody bad could bring a good person down. They can. 100%. Because the negativity in the world is much, much stronger than the positive sometimes. And the negative people can bring you down. So I stay away from negative people. You're right. I just walk away from them.
You can't change the past, but you can ruin the present by worrying about the future. And it's that second part which I'll always remind myself of. You can ruin the present by worrying about the future. So the next time you start overthinking, the next time you start having scenarios in your head about things that are yet to happen, stop yourself and remind yourself that they don't exist. What exists is everything that's going on around you now.
Everything will start working in your favor the minute you understand that the whole reason that you try to manifest a better future for yourself, meaning you're at point A, you're trying to get to point B, is because you believe that once you will achieve the things in point B or have the lifestyle in point B, it's going to make you feel a certain thing about yourself. Happy, complete, abundant, free, worthy, enough. And the paradox is, the more you keep chasing point B, your future manifestation, you're going to reinforce the belief that right now in point A, something is not enough, that something is wrong with you, that you need to change who you are in order to get to point B. Fastest way for you to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be is learning how to feel good about yourself. Meaning, instead of waiting for outside circumstances to reflect back to you that you're good enough, learn how to feel good enough. Learn how to feel abundant, wealthy, worthy, free, capable right here, right now, while you're taking the physical action towards your goals.
The fool knows you can't manifest by trying to control reality. You manifest by learning how to play with it. Most people treat manifestation like a transaction. They say, I want this. How do I force reality to give it to me? And that's why nothing happens. And if anything, shit hits the fan against you getting it. Because life and manifestation isn't about control. It's about co-creating. Reality loves to be played with, but it hates to be controlled. The fool stops fighting reality and starts collaborating with it. He starts playing with it. It's like a dance. That's what fun maxing is. You stop obsessing over and trying to force outcomes, and you start playing with reality itself. That's why life and manifestation starts reacting to you differently. So why hasn't manifestation been working for you? Because the universe is not your servant. It's your playmate and your dance partner. When you demand, you repel. When you play, things start going your way. To get your daily reminders to focus on play instead of control so you can manifest better, follow me for more content.
Have you ever heard the saying that scared money doesn't make money? Do you know what that means? That means scared money doesn't make money because you are living in scarcity instead of living from abundance. Because if you knew you would make the money back, you would spend money on everything and anything because you believe that no matter what, you would make it back in the first place. So scared money doesn't make money, but scared people can still make money. So if you're someone who procrastinates, if you're someone who always pushes what you want to do back and you say, no, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll think about it, maybe I'll do it in a week or a month, it's because you have some sort of fear there. You don't have to get rid of the fear because it's not possible to get rid of fear. As humans, naturally, we have fear because when we do something we've never done before, it's going to be scary. Think about the first time you drove a car or rode a bike. So what do you have to do to push past the fear to get the life you want to live? You have to demote the fear, not from the driver's seat, but to the passenger seat. Because right now, you are putting fear above you. In your mind, you are here and fear is here. If fear was here and you were here, you would be able to get past the fear to still live the life you want to live. So what you should do right now is not only live in abundance, because you would not be scared to spend money if you knew that you were someone who could make it back in the first place. And on top of that, if you don't give fear that much power because you realize that it's normal and everything in your life you've pushed past fear, so when it comes to getting rich and actually starting something new, you won't push past it, You realize that all you have to do is just demote it a little bit. So now I want you to think of fear as here and you as here, to where you can actually live the life you want to live. Fear is fake. It's an illusion. Obviously, it's normal. You're scared because you've never done it before. But how will you ever know how it is until you finally try? So scared money doesn't make money. Scared people can still make money if they live in abundance and they push past it.